So we're continuing our discussion right now on data entry. So into the dialog. So let's go now and click OK, and then save that, and now go over to working preview and start entering a record. So I'll go there and type in, say, customer number 100, and I'll type in Fred Jones Alpha Software, and I'll go here and choose work 123 Main Street, Boston, Mass 02139, and then I'll go here and I'll type home, and I'll type in 23 Center Street, say Cambridge, Mass, and 01803. So now I have entered basically data that's some of it's going to go into the customer header table and some into the customer address table. So I'm going to press the submit button now, and if there are any errors, I'll get validation errors, and if there are no errors, Alpha 5 will go ahead and actually add the data to the underlying table. So I press the submit button, and there were no validation errors. So now, because I turned on display debugging information, Alpha 5 is going to show me now what happened. So you can see the first thing that happened was we started a new transaction. Then all of the statements here shown in blue are the actual update, insert, and delete statements that take place. So this is where the actual work is being done. And then the statements shown in green are the refreshes that take place after the inserts, updates, and deletes have been performed. So the first SQL statement that got executed was the insert into the customer header table. So you can see here we've entered Fred Jones Alpha Software, and then as soon as that record has been entered, we do a refresh to refresh all the data in the row, and we refresh it because on the server side a trigger or stored procedure might have actually changed a value from what was submitted to some other value. So after the refresh, the data shown in the dialog is the current data that's physically stored in the table. So then you can see here's the next insert. This is now going into the customer address table, and there's the first address line item over there. Then there's the refresh of that line item shown in green. Then in blue again is the next insert statement, and again shown in blue. And then finally refreshes of the entire dialog. And then finally at the end, since there were no errors, we commit the transaction. So the whole submission of data to the dialog has been treated as a single logical or atomic action. So now that this record has been committed, we can now go and do edits. So for example, I can go here and change that to road, and then hit the submit button. So now Alpha 5 knows that since this is now an existing record, that when I hit the submit button, I wasn't doing an insert, but I was doing an update. So again, you can see now we start the transaction, then we do an update now, and we change the value in that row from 123 Main Street to 123 Main Road, and then at the end we commit the transaction. So now we can go, for example, over here and change that also to road, and then go here and enter yet another address. So I'll go here and I'll type in say Circle Boulevard, and say Los Angeles, California, and then let's just pause here and then pick it up in the next video.